Alex V here with Simple Tutorials. Today I'm going to show you how to make a sunburst in Illustrator. So I've already created a document here. It's got a 10-inch by 10-inch artboard. You can do whatever size you want. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to go over to our shape tool and we're going to select ellipse. Now you do that by clicking and holding on the shape tool and then letting go on the ellipse tool. And we want to make sure that we have no fill and that we have set a stroke. Now click anywhere in your artboard, press and hold shift and drag out, and you'll get a perfect circle. Now we want to go to our stroke panel over here, and if you don't see it there, you can find it in window, and it's down here at stroke, and you'll see there's not a lot of options there. So we click on the stroke panel options and we show options. Now we want to add a dashed line to this, and we do that by clicking the dashed line. I know, hard, right? And then we're going to go to the dash here, and I already know that the 10 point isn't going to look good, but we'll go ahead and we'll leave it there for a second and press and hold shift while we click on this and hold on this up arrow on weight to go up in 10 point increments. We're going to get it pretty close to that sunburst look right there. Now, like I said before, we want to increase this dash, and depending on your project, it may be different. I'm going to go ahead and set it to 50. We got a pretty good looking sunburst, but we got this weird little join of two strokes or two dashes over here, and that's easy enough to fix. We click this and it causes it to figure out exactly how to make that perfectly even all the way around. So that's how we go ahead and get that formed for the beginning of our sunburst. Now we come over here to object, we go to expand appearance, and then we click expand, and then we make sure that we have both fill and stroke selected, although in this case fill isn't really necessary because we have no fill. Now we have actually gotten shape paths for each of the rays of our sunburst. We can go ahead and center this object on our artboard, and that'll be nice later on and for when we go to cut it out with a clipping mask. Now what we need to do here is we need to ungroup this, although you could just click into the group and work from it there, but I like to have it ungrouped. And it helps to zoom in, which is Control plus or Command plus on a Mac. And then we're going to use the direct selection tool to select just the points in the center. So you're going to grab somewhere on that white and you're going to drag through till you have these center points selected. You're going to go to option, you're going to go to path, and you're going to average those paths together. Make sure that you have both selected here, and you click OK. And now we have the center of our sunburst. It should go ahead and group everything back together for you automatically, and you should have a nice group to work with. But we want to go ahead and cut that out. So first let's change this to an orange color. Just going to use the default swatches there. We don't need to worry about anything else. And we're going to go ahead and go to rectangle tool, and we're going to make a rectangle that is about the size of our artboard. It's actually a square. And we're going to set that color to kind of a reddish color. Now I'm going to go ahead and copy this square, Control C, and we'll use that again in a minute and you'll see why. Now I'm going to go ahead and move this to the back. You can do one of two things. You can press Shift and Control or Shift and Command on a Mac and then press the open bracket key, which is above the quotation mark, and you can send it to the back, or you can right click onto it and go to Arrange and go to Send to Back. So either one of those works. Now we're going to select our objects together. We're going to go ahead and group them, and that's Control or Command G, and then we're going to paste in place, which is Shift Command or Shift Control V, that original rectangle right on top of what we had before. We're going to select everything. We're going to go to Make Clipping Mask by right clicking and going to Clipping Mask, and we've formed ourselves a nice little sunburst. Now we're not perfectly aligned, so we'll just align that up real quick, and there you have it. You have a sunburst that you can use for your projects. Thanks for watching.